My name is Diana Isabela Hernandez Cruz, and I am from Group 37, evening shift. I come to present my magazine, call it or present. I would like to say why I put or present to my magazine. In the past, they did not have our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, it's etc. The technology. It was all by going to the library, drawing pictures, reading books, research, discoveries and analysis, sending letters and calling by a guided telephone or letting telegrams. Learning was made easier for us children and young people because if they asked used to investigate a specific topic or find images, we would only go to Google and print. Social networks, online games, messages, and video calls also appeared. Personally, I like to little because with it we compare the past that existed and the present that now exists. In my articles, I choose the topic of virtual classes because since this pandemic began, some students did not um, take it so well since they could not understand the classes on the teachers. As was my case, some things I understand the inuses, but sometimes I was left with uh, doubts about how to solve mathematical problems or physics uses and well looking for YouTube videos. Those those doubts were removed very later. With the passage of time, I was left with more doubts and they made me stressed, upset, and not in my work. I don't think I am the only, or signs not all of use do well in only classes. One of the good things about the classes is that uh, we are still learning and we are not behind in studying. We continue to achieve the goal of improving ourselves and reaching our goal of finish school. The bad things about classes is the many sees on the something that is so easy to pass that they do not enter classes, not being able to understand the topic or the lack or interest in classes. What I recommended is that I will do much more to make this pandemic end. Not go anywhere and only go out when I like some food at home. Take take care of myself and protect myself by not having parties or, or meetings. The second article that that had I had is not a family or friendless. That about this topic since in my life I know on my others we talk the we talk with strangers. We have the personal information that the than they can easily use to track us, plan us, and hurt use, causing that our families worry and do their best to find use. That is why it is the better to know the consequences and the danger of talking to them. We do not know what we are exposing ourselves to on certain occasions. They extort money for and use and we as your people get scared and leave the house in fear of being hurt be anymore. This contingency has made this type of situation increase and kidnappings are more frequent. I propose that we tell and do school conference you to young people, children and university students, even parents, only they will we be able to understand the danger in social networks. For my hats, I chose the one for hot dogs because I takes away any appetite or craving that we have in our stomach. In my second, uh, and I chose the one with milk since it is the important in our life that that it contains protein. For my third, I chose the shampoo because we all want to have straight hair and no fluffy and not fluffy and it worked very well and for the fourth and I pulled a Cermat perfume because any woman needs a seductive and soft sense to attract a man. In, in the biography, I chose my uncle because he is the only person who is curious to know how he spent his childhood, how he managed to fulfill his studies and his goals, and feeling happy despite coming from a family with low resource. For me, he is an example to continue, and also because he has been taking care of of use for only time that I even consider his as a father. Really, each member of the family had a very complicated but good life. They look advantage and enjoy their childhood compared to the life of a teenager. It is, it is not longer the same. Before they spend hours talking, playing, and celebrating with friends. Now Altenac in Spain is located in the role playing, watching television, or being on the phone. For the crossword, for the crossword, I chose the topic of pet because they are the simplest and most common domestic animals that a person or family can have in the home. In my first interview, I decided to talk about drawing because it's a very beautiful talent. Almost nobody appreciated portraits or not many so and the people. Several people decided to hit their passion for fear that they will be rejected for being grown. But is this something mm, that we all have used and someone can make a mistake in the lyrics of a song, a dance, a choreography, or a reading of a text? Someone can make a mistake because the drawing um, does not fit. Drawing is a very beautiful art. They show the feelings and expression of the person. In my second interview, I chose the person of music because almost no one dares to compose one or more songs on that subject, but mm, but millions of people go through it, and the music of this rapper is very wonderful. It manages to, to get that person out in his mind, word of suicide, death, or depression. Value and learn from each expression and translate into music. For the first opinion, I chose a simple designs. It get used out of any trouble that might arise. It is easy to do this type of opinion. Science is very easy to read in the magazine. It entrains you war amongst you. For the second option, is what's easy from the for me to make two horoscopes, since I always read magazines and had an idea of how they explain our zodiac sign. And finally, I put my yearbook where I decided each classmate and teacher since I was liked to describe people for that they are. It it was very beautiful though the wit all of them since they told me many times of which I was ignorant. No, I only wish them much success.